Alright, so in this last video, I just want to give a few hacks or little tricks of the trade, things that I have picked up by working with ProPresenter for so long. So this will be a short little video, but a good one to have, and just a couple of hacks. So I'm going to minimize myself, and the first thing that I want to show you is how to do something called a quick edit. So let's say Chris is in the middle of the sermon and you notice something is misspelled. Let's say, for example, you notice that, Lord forbid, Jesus is misspelled. You can actually, from the show, even if you already have it thrown up on the screen, you can right-click the affected slide and then hit Quick Edit. And it's going to pull up this very small version of what's on the screen. And let's say that Jesus was like Jess. Okay, so you can quick edit that, add the U, hit this X, and then re-click it, and it will fix itself on the screen, and hopefully no one will notice. So that is how you quick edit. You can do it for anything, any slide that needs to be quickly edited and discreetly. So quick edit. Maybe this is supposed to be 2 Timothy 2:25 instead of 15. So you'll just add a quick 2 in there instead of a 1. So you'll just quickly fix that. So that is how you quick edit. Now, let's go to one of our songs. If you have been working with the band for very long, you will notice or kind of learn that sometimes we sing an entire song, sometimes we only sing a part of a song, sometimes we drop the chorus, sometimes we sing a chorus twice. So in the event that something like that happens, like let's say, for example, we are not going to sing this very last part down here, okay? Or we're not going to sing this very last verse down here. You can actually disable those. You don't have to delete them. You don't have to, remember that we're not going to sing them and then accidentally show them and then mess up in your head. You can just disable them for the time being. So again, you're going to right click and then just disable. For every slide that you want to keep in, but you don't want to show on the screen, you will just disable it. So to ProPresenter, it's just not there anymore. So we'll get done with How Great Thou Art. You can hit the next arrow, and it's going to go to a blank slide. And then to them, you can hit that next slide, and it thinks you're done with the song. Like it skips all of those slides that are disabled. So that's just another really quick hack, an easy way. I'm going to go back and enable those. Another quick hack that you can use to make your life easier. Something else, I kind of already did that, is just adding blank slides. This to me is easier than trying to clear all every single time. Because clear all is all the way over here and you're typically, your arrow is right here. I like to add blank slides at the end of every song or sermon note or whatever. I even like to add them sometimes in breaks in songs so that I can have a black screen and not have to worry about hitting clear all or accidentally moving my mouse or missing something. So how to add blanks, and I've already shown you this on another video, but you will come to the end of whatever song you're on or whatever sermon note, hit the plus button right here and just add a new slide. Just like that. And that will serve as a blackout screen or clear all. Again, you can always clear all, but adding black slides tends to be easier for me. Now, as you know, for our second service, we do have childcare, and sometimes those kids are having bad days, or they get sick, or they miss their mom or their dad, and someone from the childcare worker side of things is going to bring you their little tag with a number on it, and that tag with that number corresponds to their parent, and they're going to bring it to you because it is your job to throw that number up on the screen to let that parent know, hey, you need to discreetly exit and go check on your child. So how you do that is you are actually going to come up to messages, and it'll show, this is just a joke that we have typed in here, this is get your kid, whatever. Let's say that the number on this kid's tag is like 34BKEHT, whatever. It's going to be something random like that. But then you will just click show, and it's going to show up on whatever screen happens to be up there at the time. If we're in the middle of a song and you have to throw it up there, that's fine. It will show up. It's going to be okay. It'll only be up there for a minute. When you see a parent start to make their way, you can clear that out by hitting clear all, and it's just going to take that message away. So let me throw that up there again. I'm going to hit show. You will notice that it's kind of in the middle of the screen. Now let's say How Great Thou Art is playing at the same time. You can still see that number in the middle of the screen on How Great Thou Art, which is perfect. Play them at the same time. You don't have to do anything with that. If it is a sermon note, however, let's come down to sermon notes. It gets a little hard to see in the middle of acts. Like, you can't see that. So what I would recommend doing is just clearing the screen for a second, and then show that number again. Show that message again. And try and make sure that that parent sees it and is on the move before you clear it out. But that is how you add a message to go get your kid. Alright, I think that is it. Remember your transitions. Remember, you need to be paying attention to what Chris is saying. You need to be paying attention to Darren or whoever is singing. Pay attention to their cues. Typically, when it is their turn to sing, they're going to step up to the mic, so watch them to know when to throw a lyric up. Be mindful of how you like things when you're in the audience. If you don't know a song, if it's the first time that we've sung a song, don't wait until Darren's already halfway through the slide to change it. People can remember lyrics, and you can go ahead and throw the next one up there. I would rather the new screen go up early than late, because then I look like an idiot because I don't know what the words are. So personally, I would like get used to the tempo of the song, and then maybe on this last word, go ahead and hit the next arrow on your keyboard to go ahead and throw up the next slide. Especially with those transitions, it does take a second to move to the next slide. So one day is better with you than all the world. So probably on all, go ahead. The Spirit of Life, help me remember. When you start remember, move on to the next one. You'll get used to the tempo. You'll get used to how things go. Just try and stay on top of those lyrics as you move. And the same with whoever is preaching. You'll notice that it does take a second, like I said, with these transitions to move from one verse to the next. So when you're going through these verses, try and throw the next verse up sooner rather than later, or whoever's reading is going to be like waiting. And everyone is just going to feel awkward. So try and throw it up sooner rather than later. Start on them like next to the last word and go ahead and throw it up. Alright, that is it. Again, if you need me for anything, let me know. I'll be happy to help. I hope that you find these videos very helpful, and you can come back to them whenever you need them. Alright, bye.